All right, Charles Moscowitz here. A little departure from the usual program of hard-hitting political and social commentary. We're joined by Dan Hughes from the United Kingdom. He's a recording artist. He's a musician. He's a guitar player. He's an art. He's a composer. Dan, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
And you've been gracious enough to let a hack like me, who's an old guitar wannabe guy, sit in with you. So it's a great privilege for me. It's really a joy, and I'm very appreciative and I'm very grateful. So we're
It's
going.
my pleasure, man. I
Thank
always
you.
enjoy coming on.
Thank you. So let's do. You have a new record coming out. It's going to be on Spotify soon. Just let the viewers know what that is, what it's called, where they can get it.
Was it a collaboration with a Taiwanese artist called C Drop? And we on. You can find links to it on my Facebook page on Dan Hughes Music Facebook page.
So that's Dan Hughes Music.
Yeah.
And you can and it's going to be released when?
I think we're planning on the 20th of this month.
Wonderful. So 20th of March. So,
yeah.
So Dan, what would you like to perform?
I've yet to learn stuff off the new record, but this is an old one called Melt.
Excellent.
Ready?
I sure am.
I took my passport, jumped on a plane. I went to places I've never been. Spoke a different language, ate different food. Man, you really gonna love it there and all the things you do. Silly little problem, wash you away in time. Oh, silly little problem, melts in the sunshine. Silly little problem, wash you away in time. Oh, silly little problem, melt away in the sunshine. Everybody sings about New York overlay. I went to places I've never been. Speak a different language, eat different food. And you really gonna love it there and all the things you do. Silly little problem, wash you away in time. Oh, silly little problem, melts in the sunshine. Silly little problem, wash you away in time. Oh, silly little problem, melt away in the sunshine.
Thank you. Having a little tuning problem here. Let me just. So, way to go. Let's want to do another one of your numbers.
Oh, yeah. This is a song that I recorded a while back, and we recorded with a guy out in the States. He's from Maryland.
Okay.
And this is called Feels Like Thunder. It's an A minor.
Okay.
Driving down the road, there's a field on the other side. Feels like fire, light in my mind, and I feel forever. Even through stormy weather, feels like thunder. Every time I hear a name, feels like thunder. Tell me, do you feel the same? Another step forward, and another one. Caught in a daze of desperation, that's why I sing this song. And I feel forever. Even through stormy weather, feels like thunder. Every time I hear it, feels like thunder. Tell me, do you feel the same? Feels like thunder.
Nice. You know, your stuff really has grown a lot since the last time I talked to you. I mean, it's just pouring out. I mean, the melody is incredible. The feelings are incredible. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you very much, man.
You're doing good, you know. Well, I think we might have time for perhaps one more number, maybe, I don't know, something rock oriented, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing a bluesy one. Bluesy one. Is that cool?
Yeah, let me just check the tuning again. I'm having some.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this one is a cover. It's a JJ Cale song called "Call Me the Breeze,"
All right.
and it's in the key of A.
Okay.
We're gonna jam it. Ready?
I'm ready.
Woo! Call me the breeze. I keep rolling down the road. Call me the breeze. I keep rolling down the road. I might head down to California, even go down to Georgia. I don't know. Call me the breeze. I keep rolling down the road. Call me the breeze. I keep rolling down the road. I might head down to California, even go down to Georgia. I don't know. It's the East Coast, baby. Woo.
to go. So, excellent. So what else is going on over there?
In the UK?
Yes.
Lockdown. We've left the EU.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about that?
I think it's too early to tell, really.
Sure.
Um,
Seems like the EU is falling apart. I mean, now you've got Frexit and Italexit and Drexit, and that, I mean, looks like the whole thing is just.
well, I think they're very nervous. Like because we've left now, and if we seem to stabilise and do all right out of it, I think they're quite nervous about it being a house of cards and other countries leaving as well.
Yeah.
So.
Looks that way, and also the Scottish independence, right? Is that an issue now, or?
We had the referendum on the independence, and they decided to stay.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that will happen. Maybe that will happen. I don't know. It's very difficult to say, really. Things are so up in the air at the moment that I think anything can happen, really.
Right. But there seems to be a rejection of the Brexit amongst the Scots, or not?
Well, yeah. I mean, Scots in general are more left leaning than the English.
I wonder why. I would think Scotland would be a powerhouse of industry and capitalism and whatnot, but whatever.
It's it's very very odd. The other countries are apart. England is probably more conservative, and the rest of the countries are more sort of liberal leaning.
Especially, I think in the English, among blue collar people and the countryside in the north of England, it tends to be a little more conservative. No.
20, 30 years ago, it was very left leaning, but I think a lot of the Brexit vote came from the north.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Because they've kind of like kicked back against it. Whereas I think that I don't know what it's like in the States, but I think that the left have lost their sort of working class roots a little bit.
Yeah, I think that about describes it. And there's a rejection of this sort of big control by Brussels of various aspects of the life of the citizen. That started to creep in, and people felt like they were losing control of their own lives. Or not?
Yeah. So people say about Americans say about when I've travelled before, they say, "Oh, you're going to regret leaving the EU," and it's like, no, I don't think it's either here or there, really. I mean, it's a bit like asking, like, would America be happy being in a union with South America and Central America?
Right.
Probably not.
Not at all. Not at all. Most Americans wouldn't.
No.
What about the Northern Irish?
The Northern Irish, I mean,
it's a big story.
the Northern Irish, yeah, is a very complex situation that's been going on for a long time, I think.
Yes, indeed. Now, as an American, I have to ask you, because this is something that people that I know are talking about, not that I care. Meghan Markle, what do you think?
Oh, man. What do I think of Meghan Markle?
And that whole thing with the interview and all that.
I don't know. I think it's a very strange situation, really.
Yeah.
With I don't know, like the interview. I watched bits of it. I'm not sure on her, really. I'm undecided on her, really.
Who knows? I understand that in Britain, it's that couple is not popular. At least that's what I've seen.
I think that Harry's popular. I think a lot of the people think that Harry's been sort of has lost his way.
Sure.
And How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I mean, I think that I don't like the fact that they're spilling the beans on their family in public and making a few bucks by doing it. To me, it's unseemly. If they don't like the family, they should get out.
Well, I mean, for a couple that wanted privacy, it doesn't seem that way.
Well, no, I mean, what if they want privacy? What are they doing with Oprah Winfrey? I mean, that's not exactly privacy. So I don't know. I mean, to me, it seems a bit unseemly and a bit exploitative. And they're using their position, or at least I think she is, as an insider to kind of raise her own profile, make a few bucks. I don't know. It just doesn't look right.
Well, the royal family are like any family. Like what family doesn't have like skeletons in their closet or people that they don't necessarily like? And I don't think airing the personal views in public is a good way of going about it, really.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's one thing to have a few skeletons in the closet, but to go out and trot that out. Look, I mean, and there's nothing that terrible. It's not like Joan Crawford's daughter writing "Mommy Dearest." I mean, it's like there you had a mother who was physically abusing the children. There's nothing like that. This is more just, I think, trivia stuff that she's just trying to make hay out of. But that's my opinion.
I just get the opinion that I think that she probably thought that marrying into a royal family was like marrying into the Kardashians or something.
Yeah, I mean,
and the reality is, it's the royal family is old and it's institutionalized. So
that's right. She's what she expected. I mean, this is a royal family that goes back to William the Conqueror. This is a British tradition. It's not a perfect situation, but and now she's tossing mud at it. I don't know. It's not right.
Yeah, like if she wanted like a progressive family to marry, then she's married into the wrong family, right?
That's right, exactly.
So,
or she could take. I mean, look. I mean, they say that the other thought I had is that she talks about the firm as the family controlling everything, all aspects of their life. They don't have to do that. I understand that the Queen's youngest son, Edward, he dropped out of the firm. I mean, he doesn't get money and he doesn't do public appearances, and he's a private citizen. So, you don't have to be part of that. I mean, they didn't. They obviously chose it, and
I think certainly with post Diana, they've tried hard to really sort of normalize the royal family. Outside of the Queen and William, like the rest of them have the opportunity to have more of a normal life. Like you don't really hear about the rest of them outside of.
That's right.
Outside of maybe going to an occasional wedding or something. I mean, Andrew, yeah, but that situation is just weird.
Not good. But
not good.
That she obviously wanted to be in the middle of things. I mean, that's the issue. Not that, she may complain about the firm, but she obviously wanted to be, the big figure there. She maybe wanted to replace Diana, I guess. In that sense. So
yeah, but like Diana's situation compared to Meghan's was very different, right? Like Diana married very young and was quite innocent, and Meghan was quite a lot older and had been married before, and
an American. And also, I mean, Diana married the heir to the throne, whereas Harry's not. So maybe there was a little bit of a push there. I don't know, that she wanted to get into that position. I mean, she probably didn't like Kate Middleton very much.
All I know is that it's like any family situation. I think it's very easy to judge a situation from the outside of it, but unless you're in it, like you don't know what the truth is, really.
That's right. So Dan, again, let's since I want to wrap it up, let's mention. And by the way, I really appreciate the chance for me to do a little noodling on the guitar. It's a big.
Well, thanks for having me, man. I always enjoy it.
I mean, it's I'm not claiming to be any great musician here. I'm a hacker, as I said. But what the heck, So if somebody wants to come on and be on my show and play a little music, I'm always up for that. So again, let my viewers and listeners know where they can hear and get your upcoming record on Spotify and talk a little bit about that and about your website.
Cool. So my website is www.danhughesmusic.com, and all the links to the relevant social medias are on there.
Okay.
The most recent record is very different. Is a different departure to the other records. So it's a lot more kind of sample based and like hook based. Is the kind of music you'd listen to maybe if you were sort of working or studying or having the background, more that kind of style, as opposed to sort of straight up sort of rock music, which has been the past couple of other records. But it's something that I'm interested in doing different things and trying, experimenting.
Well, I think you've got a chance, and my viewers and listeners have had a chance to hear you as a musician and your growth and your development, which is extraordinary. And, you've got great melodies there. I hope that you do well with it. I hope that maybe you cross the pond someday and do a gig up here in Boston, where I am.
I would love that. That'd be amazing.
Maybe you might even let me sit in a little. I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Here I am, this wannabe. I know that. Whatever. I admit that. So, Dan, again, listen, thanks so much as always. We'll do it again soon.
Of course, yeah. And keep up the good work.
Thank you, Dan, and I'll talk to you soon.
Take care, my friend.
All right.